And so to Scott Sport's match of the day from yesterday. Dens Park, the venue, Celtic's second visit to the City of Discovery in the space of 6 days. The talk beforehand about extra time's revelation that Celtic's Craig Burley had been offered to several clubs in the English Premiership. Still no place in John Barnes' starting 11 for the Scotland midfielder, but he was to play his part. Match commentator Archie McPherson.
Celtic enter this new stadium with a burning conviction that they can undo the damage of last week, and Dundee openly fearing a backlash from them for a game that takes on greater significance for what happened down the road last Sunday. Well, a pre-match blow for Dundee is that former Celtic player Willie Faulkner, who scored 5 goals this season already, which is one more than he did throughout the entire season last time, is injured, out. Jockey Scott has changed from a back 4 to 3 at the back, crowding his midfield, and because of the Faulkner injury, pushing forward ex-Rangers player Stephen Boyack to accompany Eddie Anand up front. Two significant changes in Celtic from last week. Young Bulgarian Stilian Petrov was on from the start, and given the way Celtic lost their goals last week, perhaps no surprise to see the return of Alan Stubbs, who's conquered his own personal physical problems and who might now be out to settle his own long-term future. There's the referee for today, looking in fine form, John Rowbottom. Dundee to kick down the slope on a beautiful afternoon for football. As I said, a very important game for both clubs, given the very opposite circumstances. Well, Dundee hope that the renovation of their stadium, which is looking as good as it's been in the last couple of decades. Jonathan Gould getting a good, firm, early look at that ball. There's it floated towards the new stand, and Gould, his eyes glued to it. Tebili, who came forward with that remarkable drive late on in the game as well, bringing out a great save on the Dundee United goalkeeper. Alan Stubbs, one of the best long passes in the business. Barabchik gets a little bit of an opening. That's a very good ball. Larsson's in there, just tucked away from Viduka, and perhaps Larsson ought to have gone for that himself. And so often in the game now, Petrov picking up from just about the halfway line. Berkovic, here he goes. Lambert suddenly coming forward. Once again, just squeezed away. Gray, slow on the ball though. Boyack was screaming for it inside him. We go back to Paul Lambert there, who took a knock as he went forward. That surge from midfield, and again that stabbing tackle at him, producing that injury. There he goes, stretching out there, and you can see the twist more than anything else. Very painful. It'll be the long one again. That's beautifully judged. Look at the race on here. Larsson superb at doing this, taking it to the goal line. Appeal for the penalty. Referee is not going to give that. There's the challenge, and I've seen penalties given for that before. And Lambert is now going off. And here's Craig Burley. There he is, and the two Scottish internationals crossing paths there. Craig Burley will be delighted to get in here. All these Celtic players fighting. That superb play by Berkovic. Beautiful little nutmeg. Corner kick. And he thinks he deserves better than that. I talked about his artistry. Here's a perfect example of it. He's looking up, trying to get that through. The first move that he had there almost paid off. A lot of swing in it. Tebele was up, and that's off the line. So many bodies in there. Still can't clear it though. It's away to that far side and just past. And how the Dundee defence survived that is something of a mystery. Perhaps look at the number of players in there. Very difficult as Petrov fires that in. Shaken off the line there by Willie Miller. Tebele up as well. And then eventually out of harm's way. There he is, John Barnes. I had a young Dundee supporter come up and ask for his autograph, which John very kindly gave him. And he said to John, "Has anybody ever told you you look like Pele?" John took it in his stride. Volley trying the longish ones. Well, went in there, Viduka can't get through. Tweet. And then there's McSkimming running into trouble though. Gives it away far too easily. Opened out to Petrov. Moravchik been quieter in the last 10 minutes or so. He's going through now though. Great effort. Well, the shot wasn't strong enough, but there's a footballer with great intelligence, setting up himself and then coming through for that little return. Burley. It could almost get through. Good interception though. Tweed just in there. This is what is letting Dundee down. They're picking up the ball in defence like that, and then nothing happening as Viduka gets his first clean shot in there. And in fact, too cleanly hit in a sense, because direct to the goalkeeper. Right on the verge of half-time now. Petrov, Vahe, Tebele. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, it's almost a repeat of what we saw at Tannadice, except minus the goals on this occasion, with Celtic dominating in midfield in ascendancy with some lovely football at times, but so little penetration in the penalty area. Certainly Mark Viduka with his shorted goal straight at Robert Douglas came as near to penetrating as any, and of course that run by Moravchik right through on the left-hand side of the penalty area, but he couldn't get enough purchase in for a shot, and as a result, on this sunny afternoon, it's Dundee 0, Celtic 0. Celtic to kick down the slope towards their own massive support in that new stand, and the frustrating thing for them is so much work on the ball, and at the other end, Dundee hardly menacing their goal, and yet it's nothing each at half-time. So it's a problem they have to solve, and solve very quickly, turning domination into goals. Better position now here for Larsson. That's a very good run down. Here's the man I thought might be tramping up, and down the right-hand side, that's a decent ball across, and Moravchik just getting underneath it. And Dundee certainly hadn't read the advance of reset down the right-hand side. Here's Annan. Now Ray came off his thigh, and Stubbs had his eye on him at the same time. Reset pushing forward, Burley. There's a lovely little ball through Berkovic. Can he put it away? He can't. I think he may have tried a chip underneath the ball, and it simply didn't come off for him. For the first time in the game, he got away from his marker. He looks up here, and look at the way he tries to dab under the ball. Doesn't quite make it. And sometimes when it doesn't come off, it accentuates the awfulness of the miss. Well, there's Jockey Scott. I think he... If you'd said to him before the game it was nothing each at this juncture, he might have been fairly satisfied, but his team are doing nothing towards Gould's goal. That's the significant thing at the moment. They're holding out But for how long? Burley. Reset, making a run, and there's Petter. Free kick. This time it's Tweed. Interesting thing about Petter, if you watch him here, look at this sudden spurt. Tempting ball across. In comes Mahe, still there, Mahe with a chance, and he scores! Mahe! Great goal, the Frenchman just simply kept going. They couldn't stop him when he puts it away, and Celtic are 1-up after 23 minutes of the second half. The sheer tenacity of the Frenchman going in here, and then keeping his cool to drive it away from Robert Douglas. And at long last, all Celtic superiority in midfield, and with so many balls played into the principal strikers coming to nothing, it's a defender who shows them the right route to go. Well, I'm sure this is a very relieved man now. Squad must realise the statistics are pretty harrowing, because Dundee have only scored 3 goals in the last 9 games against Celtic here. And they don't show any promise here as Larsson will let fly! They're claiming the ball has gone over the line. Certainly Larsson is. Tremendous shot. From this angle you simply couldn't tell. I thought at first it had gone over. Basic mistakes like that cost them dear. Viduka picks it up now. He'll let fly, surely. Cutting it back. Petter! Oh, he was all off that ball, coming in from the side, and you can see he has to scoop at it. Right angles to the goal. Yes, that will be a booking for reset. Oh, it's a red card. Reset looks up, sees the red card, and can hardly believe it. And he's trying to apologise as this ball goes in here. Takes him as the ball went away, and the referee judges that as a red card. Complaints by the rest of the Celtic players. The referee had no doubts about it. Celtic now reduced to 10 men. Exactly 5 minutes left. Crowded penalty area. There's a touch across, it's in! Dundee have scored! That ball played across as Lee's shot comes in. And there's the equaliser, all against the run of play. It's quite astonishing what has happened in the last couple of minutes. As I say, just about 5 minutes of play. Watch how he sneaks in there, gets that in, when you would have thought that that was well defended, and normally has been, by the towering Celtic defence. So many players in there. Now, I think what happened was that as they turned round, Sharp was released, nobody covering, and he pops it in. He can't believe it either, and he's seen a lot in his day. Can Larsson win this for Celtic? He goes in, he can't win it! No! Beautifully saved by Douglas. Well, a Swedish international must be kicking himself, but that was a glorious opportunity to put it away. One wonders if Larsson of last season would have done so. Just not sharp enough there. Berkovic. Burley's come up. And now Celtic pounding forward. We're into the last minute. Larsson, he's done it! Larsson with a snapshot has won it for Celtic. He makes amends for that previous miss. Celtic support frustrated by that Dundee equaliser, getting, I think, a just reward out of a player who kept his eye right on the ball there, as you could see. Perfect balance, exact angle, and I think that is now put it beyond Dundee. A very slack header there, and that's a touch of class. Well, they have had a lot of experience between them. Jimmy Bone, Jockey Scott. He must have thought they had saved it. That's the corner. Berkovic. And there's the final whistle, and that is a roar not just of appreciation, but of relief as well. They thought it had slipped away from them. Well, you know, Celtic certainly deserved to go on it because of their superiority, and the Frenchman, Stephen Mahe, who had been attacking down the left so often in the match, getting his deserved reward as he ploughed his way forward, looked as if he might lose out, but kept going, and then drilled it in. And then that sudden equaliser after the sending off, which happened away on the left-hand side, free kick taken, and then the ball played out to the right, and as the ball was floated in came Sharp to pop it in. And just as Celtic thought the game had slipped away from him, that deadliest of finisher again. Just one chance he had there to take the ball, and he used it well. Celtic really should have won this game much more easily, but as it is, they should be satisfied now. But the
just should be